showing you how to add and take away fractions. I think in the same video I'll also show you how to do timesing and dividing. If I show you all four types, then you're not going to confuse one from the other, and that's what normally happens in the exam. Right, when the denominator is the same, just copy the denominator across and then add the numerators. So please don't do 2 add 1 is 3, which is fine, but then 5 add 5 is 10. That doesn't happen. Right here, the denominators are different, so you want to make the denominators the same. Well, the 5 can be made into a 15. What do I times a 5 by to make it into a 15? Times by 3. Whatever you do to the bottom, do to the top. So what does that look like now? That will look like 2 times 3, 6, 5 times 3, 15. So now you can see the denominators are the same, just like they were here. The denominators are the same, copy the denominator, and then add the numerators. 6 and 1, 7. Here it's slightly different now. You can't times a 3 by something to make it into a 7. You can't do 3 times something to make it into a 7. And you can't do anything to the 7 to make it into a 3. So you look for a number that the 7 and the 3 goes into. Well, what number is in the 7 times table? And what number is in the 3 times table? Think of a number that's in the 7 times table and the 3 times table. But if you're not sure, well, if you're not sure, write the multiples of 7 and the multiples of 3. 7, 14, 21, 28, and so on. 3 times table. Oh look, matching. So the number that we were looking for is 21. 21 is in the 7 times table and in the 3 times table. So what do I times a 7 by to make it into a 21? Times by 3. Whatever I do to the bottom, do to the top. Right, look at this one now. What do I times a 3 by to get a 21? What do I times a 3 by to get a 21? 7. Whatever you do to the bottom, do to the top. So what does that look like now? That looks like 2 times 3 is 6. 7 times 3, 21. 3 times 7, 21. 1 times 7 is 7. So you can see now we've got the same denominators. So you copy the denominator and then add the numerators. 7 add 3. 7 add 3 is 13. That's your answer. Right, same with takeaway. Exactly what we've done, same with the takeaway. Okay, if we just use the information that we've already got here, so rather than do the working out all over again, 1/3, we've just seen 1/3 is the same as 7 over 21. And then 2/7, we've just seen that, 6 over 21. So all you've got to now do is 7 take away 6 is 1, and then copy the denominator. There is another method. It's a quick method. If I just show you this again, if I just show this to you, I'll use what I'll do. I'll use this example. Let's suppose you got 2/7 add 1/3. Whenever you're adding or taking away, use this method I'm about to show you. Criss-cross smiley face. So 2 times 3 is 6. 7 times 1 is 7. Don't forget the plus symbol. It's a fraction. And then smiley face. 7 times 3, 21. That's 13 over 21. Look, same answer. Sometimes you might have to simplify it down. So remember, criss-cross smiley face. Now I'm going to show you taking away. Don't take away, adding and taking away. I'm going to show you timesing now. So multiplying fractions. This is by far the easiest. all you need to do for timesing is multiply the numerator with the numerator, and the denominator, sorry, my bad, and the denominator with the denominator, 15. 2 times 1 is 2, 5 times 3 is 15. Right, but please do not do just 2 add 1. When it's adding, don't add the numerators and add the denominators. We've just seen how to do that on the first page. You can use crisscross smiley face if you like that method. Right, so we've learnt about adding and taking away, which is crisscross smiley face. Timesing is by far the easiest. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Now it leaves us with division. Example. So whenever you're dividing, use this method called, some of you guessed it already, keep, change, flip, KCF. So keep that one as it is, change, C for change the division to a times, and then flip the 3 and 1 upside down, the 1 and 3 upside down. So 3 goes at the top, 1 goes at the bottom. So now this question becomes like this question over here. Timesing is by far the easiest. 5 times 3 is 15, 7 times 1 is 7. 15 over 7. Now if you want to change that, you know that's top heavy. If you want to change that to a mixed fraction, all you've got to do is work out how many 7s go into 15. How many 7s go into 15? That's 2. With the remainder of 1, and then just copy that 7 across here. Just check, look, 2 times 7 is 14, 14 add 1 gives you the 15, and that 7 is in the same place. Sometimes, occasionally, you will be given mixed fractions. So if you've got mixed fraction question like this, for example, let's just make this one up. 2 1/3 divided by 1/5. It could be adding, could be taking away, divide times. I'm just using division as an example. If you have got a mixed fraction, please change it to a top heavy fraction before you do anything. Whether it's adding, timesing, taking away, whatever. If you've got a mixed fraction, change it. I don't need to change that. I'm going to keep that as it is because it's not a mixed fraction. So, as I've just shown you just a while ago, to change this, all you've got to do now is 2 times 3, 6, add the 1 is 7, and then copy the denominator right there. So everything else I'm happy with. Yep, I'm happy with that. Now this is a division question, so you now know for division what you need to do. We did it just a while ago, keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip then. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Now timesing is by far the easiest. It's 7 times 5, 35, 3 times 1, 3. We can only do that because it's timesing. If it was adding or taking away, it would have been crisscross smiley face. Anyway, this is top heavy fraction, so if you want to change that to a mixed fraction, figure out how many 3's go into 35. 3 into 35 goes how many times? Well, 3 into 30 goes 10 times. 3 times 11 is 33, so 11 times. It goes 11 times. 3 into 35 goes 11 times. Remainder 2. And then copy that 3 across here. Just check. 11 times 3 is 33. Add the 2 is 35. And the 3 there. Right, that covers fractions.